Why Africans are dark in complexion. 10 powerful reasons. Africa, a land of breathtaking landscapes, ancient civilizations and vibrant cultures, is also home to people whose skin tone reflects millennia of environmental, genetic, and evolutionary adaptation. The deep, rich melanin hues that characterize many Africans are more than just a trait. They are a testimony to resilience, survival, and beauty crafted by nature. But why are Africans dark in complexion? Here are 10 captivating science-backed reasons that answer this question. 1. Melanin, nature's sunblock. The primary reason Africans have dark skin is the presence of high levels of melanin, a natural pigment found in the skin, eyes, and hair. Specifically, eumelanin, the dark brown to black type, is dominant in African populations. Melanin acts like a biological sunblock, absorbing ultraviolet, UV, radiation, and protecting skin cells from damage. In regions like sub-Saharan Africa, where UV radiation from the sun is intense year-round, higher melanin levels are essential for survival. 2. Evolutionary adaptation to harsh UV exposure. For over 200,000 years, early humans evolved in East Africa. The region's intense sunlight drove the evolution of darker skin tones to protect against ultraviolet B rays. These rays can destroy folate, a vital nutrient needed for fetal development and sperm production. Dark skin shields against UVB damage, preserving reproductive health and ensuring the survival of the species in equatorial environments. 3. Natural defense against skin cancer. Melanin doesn't just prevent sunburn, it also plays a significant role in reducing the risk of skin cancers such as melanoma. By blocking the majority of UV rays from penetrating deeper layers of the skin, dark-skinned individuals are far less likely to develop sun-induced cancers. In ancient Africa, this protective advantage meant a better chance of survival and passing on genes to future generations. 4. Climate and geographic influence. Africa straddles the equator, and the vast majority of the continent lies in the tropical zone, receiving high solar radiation. Unlike Europe or Asia, where lighter skin evolved to absorb more sunlight in low UV areas, African populations had no evolutionary pressure to lose melanin. In fact, darker skin remained a favorable trait due to its protective qualities. 5. Genetic expression of the MC1R gene. One of the most intriguing genetic players in skin pigmentation is the MC1R melanocortin-1 receptor gene. In most African populations, this gene shows low genetic variation, which suggests strong evolutionary pressure to maintain dark skin. In contrast, people from other parts of the world, especially northern regions, have more MC1R variations, leading to lighter skin tones. This conservation of the gene is a testament to the survival advantage conferred by dark pigmentation. 6. Vitamin D equilibrium. While light skin evolved to produce more vitamin D in low sunlight areas, African skin balances vitamin D production with melanin protection. Contrary to the myth that dark skin leads to chronic vitamin D deficiency, ancestral Africans received ample sunlight to produce enough vitamin D despite higher melanin levels. It was only after migration to low UV regions that this balance became a challenge. 7. Cultural and aesthetic evolution. In many African societies, darker skin was, and still is, seen as a symbol of beauty, strength, and identity. Cultural perceptions reinforced the preference and normalization of darker tones, ensuring that there was no societal pressure to favor lighter skin. While colonization introduced colorism, indigenous African beauty standards often celebrated the richness of dark skin as a mark of pride. 8. Low migration. Out of UV-intensive zones, unlike populations that migrated out of Africa and adapted to colder, darker climates over thousands of years, most African ethnic groups remained in UV-rich environments. With limited exposure to the evolutionary pressures of low sunlight, There was no natural selection favoring lighter skin, allowing darker pigmentation to persist and thrive. 9. Historical continuity and environmental consistency. Africa's climate and geography have remained relatively consistent over tens of thousands of years compared to other continents. This consistency means that there were fewer drastic environmental changes to influence shifts in pigmentation. As a result, skin tone remained relatively stable across generations, with melanin-rich complexions remaining advantageous. 10. Genetic legacy of humanity's cradle. Africa is often called the cradle of humanity, and rightly so. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, originated here. The earliest ancestors of humans, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, and Homo erectus, all evolved under the African sun. Dark skin isn't a mutation or deviation, it is the original human condition. Please subscribe, like, and comment for more interesting videos.